What is up, Star Wars Destiny fans? This is Symbio and Nifty Nick.
Heyo.
We are here at Chico Magic. We are with T3 Gaming, and we're here playing some Star Wars Destiny. Nice to have you back, man. It's been what, like 2 years now?
3 weeks.
Yeah, something like that.
Don't get dramatic. I had to give some other people a chance to, win.
Yeah, I'm glad. It allowed us to play.
No, I'm happy to be back. We're coming off of an exciting week of news with some changes to the game. So Snoke is now 14 points. There were some other cards that I don't think we'll see here, some draw engine cards and long cons that got changed as well. But Snoke is now 14 points, which makes this technically overcosted, but we have these lovely negative plots.
Yep.
So here we are with Bitter Rivalry. After setup, choose an opponent. That opponent deals 2 unblockable damage to one of your characters and draws a card. So you'll get an extra card after we roll off and set up. So
yeah, that'll be after
we'll see
setup.
how this plays out. I'm interested to see if this is brought it down a little bit.
I mean, you haven't actually played this in the current meta, other than just keeping track of what's going on.
And my deck is
really
probably
good.
a little bit outdated for what current Snoke Thrawn runs. I still have some big guns in here, some threatening stuff, so be on your toes.
Yeah, I don't even know what he has. I don't know if there's TIE Fighters in there or Vader's Fist or whatever. Who knows?
My dice.
Yeah, I'm not looking at him. But I'm excited because I've never played against Thrawn Snoke, so I'm glad I get a chance to play against it and see how it goes.
And we'll see how the errata has
and you are
treated
playing
our
the Weapons
pajama-wearing
Factory?
friend. I'm playing the Weapons Factory, so the first vehicle that gets played per round to whoever controls the field is one less. You are, of course, taking us to the Emperor's throne room.
Yep.
Which is some
so I can do some special chaining. There's a lot of special chaining. I am playing Yoda, Leia, Organa, Boushh.
Flexing with that spot glass Yoda.
Yep.
For sure.
There it is, guys. Luckily this one, Yoda didn't get errata, thank God. But next time. I will say that this is, I want to shout out FlaccidBaron from Artificery. He's the one that I got the deck list from. He posted on SW Destiny DB.
And
he got the first
his report,
Atlanta
I think
regional.
if this is the right list that I'm thinking of, his report had this crushing Snoke Thrawns even before the errata.
Yeah, but this is coming from FlaccidBaron from Artificery playing it, so I'm just going to apologize up front, you guys. I've never played this deck, so I'm probably going to make a bazillion mistakes, but we're gonna do our best here. And we'll go ahead and read out the cards for everybody who doesn't know.
I rolled a big 6.
I rolled a lot less, 3.
Right. We will take. This is interesting. I think your field doesn't benefit me, so I think I just take my field. But that means you're going to get some damage directly onto whoever you would like.
It's unblockable damage no matter what.
It is, but I would have my shields to kind of just even it out.
That's true.
But
I'm definitely going to... So, Bitter Rivalry does 2 damage.
Yep.
I'll do 2 damage to Thrawn.
Sure.
And I get to draw a card, right?
Yeah. You do get to deal 2 unblockable damage and draw a card.
So that is very helpful.
It doesn't say set aside, so I could still use this to spot plots, right? If I had other cards that did it?
Yeah, as long as the plot's still there.
It's not like armored reinforcement. All right, well, we've rolled off, we drew our cards. You got your extra card?
I did.
Okay, man.
Good luck, man.
Good luck. I would like to see what you have in your hand.
Nice.
With, as I have foreseen, ambush, look at an opponent's hand.
So we'll lay them out here. We've got a hidden motive, a beguile, a salvage stand, which is a grappling boa and an entangle and a second chance.
What a hand this is.
So he does get ambush, which is so good.
Yeah,
he can
so
basically decide what he wants to pick off the menu.
I do. That's tricky. That's tough. You have a lot. That's a very interesting, varied hand.
It's decent, and I think what's nice is like he has the 2 removal cards, so he can get rid of Thrawn's dice.
Yeah.
Got the hidden motive. You can see how it's teched against this deck.
we pluck so I'll call the number 2.
Okay.
And we'll pluck the
return those to my hand.
And we know
he's going to call 2.
So I call 2.
And he's going to get rid of the entangle.
And I will pick the entangled. So I roll out, and I get a disrupt and a focus.
All right. Let's go ahead.
I think you always want to be plucking as much removal as you can as you start, but tricky opening hand for you.
Let's drop a salvage sand.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff available. Activate Snoke. All
right. Too bad I don't have the easy pickings. All right, he's got a focus. I don't even know how much action sheeting there is in that deck. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Actually, Yeah, because there's no resource on that side. I'm going to go ahead and activate Leia Organa Boushh. 2 damage and the special.
Boushh.
She's so special.
Okay.
Hero Blue Yellow is just so good.
It really is.
And oh, just so you know, because I'm going to read this out in case people are like wondering how the hell does he play Salvage Stand. Leia Organa Boushh says you can include up to 5 yellow villain cards in your deck. So any 5 yellow villain cards. And then the special, I'll just read out, deal 2 damage to each of an opponent's characters unless they give you a resource, or 2 resources instead if you spot a villain card.
So it will be 2 resources that I have to give you.
Unless you want to just take 2 damage.
To each character.
To each character, yeah.
Which is 4 damage,
it is.
Turns out. Tricky hand, because I couldn't get rid of all of your cards that remove, which is unfortunate. I think what I want to do is disrupt you 1.
Yep.
Just because I know you have some.
I'm okay with you
options.
getting rid of one of his dice for 1 cost.
It's tough because I know you have the Beguile, which I really can't afford to get beguiled. That grappling bow is still in there in case you didn't want to do removal, but
I'll go ahead and do the special.
yeah.
So basically, you have to either give me 2 resources, could I spot the villain card, or take 2 damage on each character, which is pretty good. 4 damage.
I think I'm just gonna fall behind this game here. That's gonna be tricky. I don't think I can give you that money right now. I think I just take that.
It's probably not a bad idea. Yeah, you kind of have to, right?
I need to get stuff on the
You
field.
gotta
My
ramp.
dice just aren't threatening. I'm gonna discard. Something and reroll. So I have focus, but I don't want to just have only that. Man, tricky. Tricky.
That deck actually probably. I don't know if you play Tactical Mastery, but I'm pretty sure that is in that. There goes the Planetary Bombardment.
Ditch these. Focus and disrupt. Interesting.
So he's got the 2 focus.
Yeah.
So it's, I'm not too worried about
I don't know. Maybe disrupting was a bad
He
idea.
only has 1 resource side, doesn't he?
Yeah.
We'll go and do 2 to Thrawn. That damage is piling up fast,
half
huh?
dead, dude.
That's half dead.
I gotta get on the board. So I will actually just double focus to
2 resources.
2
Yeah.
resources.
Let's go and hit in mode of one of those and say focus. Just see if I can reduce some of that.
Get to a disrupt. I have 1 resource. Take that money.
Go and roll out Yoda.
Discard in the special. Okay.
And this is a fast deck, but I tend to be a slower player, so
I'm going to spend 3, decreasing the cost of my Hailfire by 1.
nice.
When I play a vehicle, including the support, deal 1 indirect to an opponent.
We'll go on and pop a shield on
When I
Yoda.
play a droid, including the support, I may activate it. So I'll activate my Hailfire for a shield.
For a shield.
Lovely little shield.
Gain a resource and turn a die to a special.
Okay.
I'm turning it to a special. We'll gain a shield and a resource.
Yeah. Let's see how we do. I'm going to discard dorsal and roll in some dice. 2 guns.
Drop a grappling boa.
Okay.
New card from the
Yeah.
Across the Galaxy set. Very cool card.
Really solid card. I'm going to deal 2 to Leia.
Yep. 1 and 1. I'll go and claim. Reset.
Reset. Rough round for Thrawn. I didn't get to his focus sides because I saw a bunch of removal, so I was a little bit worried about just leaving the Thrawn dice out.
And this deck has a ton of removal.
Well, it has a ton of removal, and it's cool because it's not all one cost removal, which is what
you call
Thrawn's aim for. And I feel like that was a lot of what the Thrawn decks was taking advantage of, was you would call the number 1 and you could pick out 3 of the cards and you have your choice.
Yeah, that's true.
But having 2 costs, it makes it kind of a trickier call.
Let's go and roll out Leia here. Snoke can go back to his card. He wants to hang out, I know. He just wants to hang out on his blank.
You mind?
Leia is rolling that special like there's 2 sides here.
Mind your business. Yeah, that's really uncool.
And a 2 damage with a cost on grappling boa. It says, after a character takes damage from this die, you may remove one of that character's character dice.
Interesting.
Very strong. It's kind of like a stun baton that you don't have to pay for, although you still have to pay for the damage side on the 2. But
No, actually, I'm gonna go grab food.
Man. That special's so good once you get that spot villain out.
yeah, and it plays 2 salvage stands and 1 backup muscle.
Oh, let's see what I remember from your hand.
Usually this,
It's tough.
Keeping track of the cards I played.
I'm trying to a little bit. I'm gonna get the Beguile this time. And go for the number 2.
2. All right. So I got a second chance, a grappling boa, which you can get rid of, a second chance, a hidden motive, and a beguile.
Yeah, we'll get rid of the Beguile.
Definitely.
So we knew that was there. I rolled a shield and a disrupt, which is not hot.
Of course, you aren't even like hitting the resource side either. So
Yeah.
I think we go ahead and. Let's go ahead and do the special. So spot the villain, take 2 damage each, or give me 2 resources.
I think this turn will give you the 2.
All right, give me 2 resources.
We'll see. We'll see how we do. This is rough.
Yeah.
These rolls are not helping me. Because now you've got that.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of nice because I used to play Zeb Yoda, just having a better pair for Yoda and the yellow blue.
Yeah,
hero,
I tried to make
you
Chewie
know?
Yoda work for a long time. And
Although Hondo, I guess, but that's not
Hondo's been
technically
big.
hero, but yeah. All right, yep, blank and a focus over there.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and pay 1. We'll do 3, and we'll go ahead and remove the disrupt. No, we'll remove the shield. Remove the shield.
Yeah, you've got plenty of money, so
Yep.
you're not really sweating the. Not really sweating.
Now he was at 6 before, right?
Yeah.
And then I did the 2 to each.
No, I paid you.
Oh, you're right. My bad.
I paid you, dog.
Like how I tried to get
Tried
some
to
extra
sneak some
damage
extra
there.
damage out. Try to kill him this turn.
Yeah, totally.
Easy kills.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Again, I'm learning the deck. Learning the
Learning how
deck.
to cheat more.
You know, you mean I don't get to do both?
Yeah.
That would be so bad. So bad.
I'm really struggling to resolve that die. It's really not great.
You're rolling very terrible.
Well,
but that there's
you
this,
just
you know.
you have the answers, and I see that you have the answers. So
Yep.
like focusing right to the die, I can't because I know
'Cause
you have
you
that
know-
other hidden
oh,
motive. I know
yeah.
you have the answer to it. That just leaves it exposed. So what I'm gonna do is ditch a.
Yeah, man, grappling bow is
Beguile.
so good.
Just roll.
All solid damage sides too.
Yeah. 2 focus.
2 focus. All right.
It's just
It's
rough.
like some power action
Rough stuff.
going on here. I didn't even roll a resource yet, so
Yeah, and Yoda doesn't have one.
let's go and play another grappling boa. He also plays 2 energy pikes, so it's very cool just to see new cards played in a competitive deck.
Yeah.
And it do well. You know, just because we're always seeing old cards played over and over again.
No, I think that the Yoda Boushh is what was going to keep Thrawn Snoke in check. Now, does it run wild in other things? And that's
You
the
know,
new
right?
hotness? I don't know. But
Yeah, you never know.
we will see. I'm going to double focus to... Money and money, and we get to
Kind
see
of
if
have
you
to,
can-
yeah.
Actually, I'm going to focus this to
To the focus.
focus
Smart.
in case you
Yeah.
want to hidden motive me.
And I do, and I know, so I either call the thing that I really don't want him to get, or I call the thing that he's more likely to roll.
Sure.
So
That's a gamble. For
I
sure.
think I'm gonna, because he's gonna focus to the 2 anyway. So I'm gonna call for the focus and hope for the. There we go.
they're
All
removing
right.
And that's gonna make this hard. I'll roll 2.
All right. Go and roll out Yoda here.
Yup. There's not much more I can get to on that. The money might have been a good idea. Just 2 more to Boushh. But we're just
3 to Boushh.
my engine's not turned on here.
It's really
I might demand a best of 3 here just to see if I can't.
definitely.
If I can't get something rolling better.
I'm also luckily rolling 1 special off of them, which we know is big. Play
It's all about
that.
this game. The top decks are always going to be the ones that are the most consistent, right?
Yes,
So
exactly.
it's just
Turn that to the 2 for
just how
1.
it goes.
He's gonna claim.
I'll claim.
Do 2 there.
Yeah.
Got 1 health left on Thrawn there.
Yeah, dude. It's really been a rough go. I haven't really got many vehicles.
But you still have all, and you haven't been able to power action once yet either, right?
No,
you?
because I haven't got to the resource side, and there's nothing else on the die that I really want to power action. So it's not been on. I'm gonna bounce, I think, these 2 and try and pull some.
That's what I got, you guys. Hopefully you can see.
But we shall see. All right, I'm gonna call.
Flush with cash over here.
Flush with cash. I know you've got.
That energy pike, one of them does damage
Can I see
based
your
on.
discard?
Oh, it does 3 damage.
See what
I think it's the
I've-
energy
see what
pike
I've seen.
special.
This was a majority of the removal that I've seen.
It's a lot of removal.
So every turn you've gotten rid of my dice. I know you've got the second chances, but
And yeah, at this point I probably should have pitched 1 to get something else, but
I don't know about that, man. If you have 2 second chances when you're this far ahead, I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to overcome that.
in a best
just 1
in a best of
damage die?
3 you might be like, oh, scoop, let's play the next one.
Maybe. There's
We'll see.
cards in
Let's
this
play
deck
it
that are
out.
interesting
Yeah.
that change that. So we'll see if I can manage to see any of them. What am I calling? What number do I care about? I feel like this turn I maybe go after like easy pickings. You didn't ditch anything from last turn. You only really drew like 2 cards.
I drew 3 cards.
Yeah, we'll call easy pickings. We'll call
He's
for
going to
1.
call for 1. I got a backup muscle, an entangle, a force wave, a second chance, and a second chance.
Okay,
So
well,
there
make the
goes the
backup,
backup muscle,
but the entangle
sadly.
is there.
That was going to be a dead Thrawn right there. But
I mean, it's going to be a dead Thrawn anyways. Rolling like this.
So, I mean, that's terrible roll.
It's not great.
Nick,
It's
yeah.
not
see,
hot.
This is what happens when you leave for 3 weeks.
This
You
is
roll
what
back.
it is. My dice go cold.
I could remove those, but I think what I want to do is just roll out and kill him.
Yeah, I agree. I think that your dice are more than threatening
I
enough.
mean, you do have enough money for some removal too. So.
It's not.
Salvage stand. Tap it. Lose a resource.
well,
It
in that
says
case-
after one of your dice roll a resource. You may exhaust this support to force an opponent to lose 1
In
resource.
that case, I would. At this point, I would probably just scoop, because
we can see how powerfully this counters that deck, right? It's crazy. It's pretty crazy.
let metas counter themselves, not erratas.
Well, yeah, or not. well, really good players who come up with really good decks that
that's
counter.
what metas are.
Yeah, you're right. Totally.
Yeah. So I think at that point, because I'm just never going to get enough money to get over this. I don't think. We'll see. I'll put a shield on.
Because even if you had TIE fighters or whatever, you can't even play them.
It's just I just haven't got anything going on
Yep.
Thrawn's dice.
So we'll go and hit. Let's go and hit him for 2, and I'm going to hold the 1 there so that I can remove the Snoke die.
Gotcha. So you can overkill him by 1.
Yep.
Okay, that's fair. Out we go.
Do you want to play it out, or you want to just?
We'll play it out,
another
and
one?
then I guess you can
play another
edit
one.
it if you want to. We can maybe cut a couple matches together.
Was it close?
Dude, it's not even
No,
close at all. Snoke Thrawn's getting annihilated right
Yeah.
Really?
here. Yeah. Like, not even close.
Crazy. I mean,
I've done one
he hasn't
damage.
rolled well, but I've had there's so much mitigation in this deck. Every turn, you just save the money and you just mitigate Thrawn's dice.
Yup.
Where did they post
Almost
Pretty
like
much
this
gets
was
rid of
never
them.
going to be a meta that could last.
I mean, having the 2 damage definitely helped, right?
A bit.
Extra. I mean, it
bit.
helped a little bit.
Even without it, though,
So
I'd
we'll
still
go
be
and hit
dead
him
next.
for 1 on the shield. Now, you have to take damage, right?
What do you mean?
After a character takes damage. So if you have a shield, it can't remove your die.
Yeah, it does.
Nope.
It'll take damage.
Nope. After a character takes damage from this die, you don't take damage if it's blocked by shields. I'm almost positive. Let us know in the comments,
You resolve
folks.
your dice however you want to, man.
Yeah, I don't think.
I thought it's just damage is dealt.
Let's just entangle it. Not even worry about the ruling. There's 3 for 1.
Yeah.
Let's go and roll out Yoda here.
So it should be an 8. Okay. I will.
3 for 1.
3 to Leia.
Where's my hyperspace jump?
Let's go ahead and
I'll be interested to rewatch these to see if there's mistakes that I've made that have cost me something. Maybe paying you the second turn.
we'll go and do
send me
3.
back more than
Paying 1.
that.
Give it, yeah, like,
I'll just claim.
I don't know where you would have been at. I think you would have been dead. He would have been dead sooner. For
Well, the
sure.
issue was I rolled a blank on Thrawn, I think, every time I rolled him out.
Yeah.
So there's partly that where, like, I couldn't just focus to what I wanted because you always had the hidden motive. But I wanted to
pitch a
pick
second
out.
chance.
I wanted to pick out the Beguiles and the Entangled because it's more disruptive
Yeah.
than just the hidden motive. But
Did you claim already?
I did, yeah. I
All
claimed
right.
last round.
We'll focus to the 2. Is that 2? Still 2 damage either way. Does she have a 2? She does have a 2.
She does have it too.
And then we'll focus to the special. Okay. You got a resource and a shield.
Used to reroll something like that.
Get 2 over there.
Yeah.
Then we will drop a second chance.
Make it Vader.
Yeah.
He is good. It is very good. And it's fun to play.
Dave hasn't played in months and he just absolutely smashed me
What are you playing?
on Kira.
Well, that's sad. They nerfed Sienna.
Good job, Dave.
I mean,
Won't last. Stand by.
Oh,
they
I
basically
think
just
I'm
went through and
gonna
nerfed
ditch
all the
that.
reset decks,
True. Anything
which
that
I'm
readies
fine
a
with.
vehicle,
I'm pretty okay with it.
namely Sienna and Strategic
That's what
Planning.
I got.
The issue is their resets on mods. They just had to be adjusted.
I mean, you still have the R2
Well,
Astromech, so we're going to record one of those
See your hand, so
just
we
so
know what we
you
have
know
to deal
what to
with.
do.
Yeah.
A lot of upgrades.
It's an upgrade hand. Okay, I got
Not a
it.
single
I got it.
mitigation
Nothing I can do
card.
with that.
Strategic Planning makes sense.
I understand. Out comes Snoke.
She's awesome. Gaining weight.
Hey, there's some money sides finally.
Home from this today. There'll be something in the kitchen.
Punched in the head.
But you have to.
This could be one where maybe you just play it at like 2 times speed. We get through
Right.
a couple. We get through a couple.
Yeah.
Because I'm interested. I am interested
Well,
to see.
I
I
don't
don't
know
think.
how
I don't
many
think
people wanna
Snoke
keep
Thrawn is
seeing
what I'm
this
looking
deck.
to bring to any kind of big event. So I'm interested. But I am interested to see what
ahead, I
plays
dropped
into
that.
it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I definitely think people are going to keep trying it. I mean, I think that if the cool thing about a meta is, I guess, once a deck rises that beats it consistently, then people stop playing it, right?
I mean,
So-
I don't know. We saw it where like
So you got 4 resources,
Like
so
the-
we could see some TIE fighters here.
like the Kylo
Let's go and drop another salvage stand.
Kylo Anakin dropped and it was like, ah, and then people just played gray cards and
Yeah.
was gone.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll just put a force solution and see how long we can last here. We'll make this painfully annoying.
Roll out. Well, it's still interesting to see the plays.
Yeah, I want to see if I can pull it back.
Ain't got no
Mind
money.
trick. Spot of
Nice.
blue. You force an opponent to split their dice pool into 2 groups of
You
any
had
size,
mitigation.
and then I choose and remove one of those groups.
This is a pretty good way to see where
It'll be interesting. I don't see a way out of this, like
how much your deck.
just without my resource generation.
We'll do that.
Okay.
You guys done?
Almost.
I guess we'll do this side because
I remove that.
can't afford that right now.
I cannot.
Make
I don't
you play,
even roll
make
a
you play more
resource.
things. Get that speed out maybe.
Yeah, I think we do need to get the speed out.
Roll out. 2 disrupt.
Well, you'll be able to get rid of his money.
Yeah.
Roll out Yoda with a grappling boa, which make sure it's not unique. No, it isn't.
Yeah, you're good.
I always wanted a grappling boa when I was a kid. How about you?
You grew up and you're like, oh,
Yeah,
mom,
grappling boa. Come on, mom.
come back, Dice. You were my best friend.
Probably should have kept the cunning with.
Indirect. That's
Oh shoot! To both characters.
15 salvo indirect. I get back to
Another
my two
disrupt. Let's go ahead and resolve the special. Gain a resource. And turn. Gain a resource, turn, get 2 actions. First action will be to pitch that, reroll this. And then we'll do 4.
Okay, so in a pocket of
2, 1, and 1. So you can
I'll block 2.
Block 2, yep.
And I'll take 2. So I ditch a Dark Ritual and another Force Illusion. And I take 2 damage. And boy, that's a bummer of a.
Yeah, you just didn't get any vehicles out.
No,
Nope.
because you take my money because that's a crazy good special.
What else do you have in that deck? Like, do you have some TIE fighters? Yep. So you could have played 2 TIE fighters or mitigate, which you did. You mitigated.
Yeah,
I'll claim.
do 3 indirect. Yeah, I don't know. I think at that point I'm just kind of like playing out to see what I can do
Yeah, for sure.
and just feeling out the rest of the deck. But 2 TIE fighters.
Do we keep the
pretty
energy
decent.
pike?
Right, you have to.
I think we do.
You
I
kept.
think we do.
You got a 5 upgrade hand.
Wow.
So you did 1 off each shield and then 1 more to Yoda. Okay.
Yep. Well, Leia, oops. Sorry about that. Rolling a bunch of monies here. Go ahead and tap that and lose 2 resources.
Oh wow.
Ouch.
Yeah. See, that's
Any
what
kind
it
of
is,
crushing of resources in this game is so painful. Like last week, Steven played Tobias Hondo against me,
Yeah.
and I was playing Blue Hero, trilogy style, every single turn. Like I had no money. I was like, okay, you literally couldn't do anything.
Yeah, dude.
You know,
Money goes both ways on these. So if you're crushing your opponent's resources,
pickings, right? I know.
Overkill.
Here it comes.
overkill.
Overkill. Oh, what do you have? 6, 7, 8. So I need 3 damage.
Yeah. Way overkill, dude.
Way.
Chico
And
Magic again.
does it have more than one? That thing has rolled 2
has
disrupts
4
so
damage
many
sides.
times.
Yeah.
I don't even need this right now.
No, you're chilling.
I just need to get 3
I
damage.
have 1
right?
dice that can do damage.
Well, there's a focus.
Yep. Yup. All right.
And so Salvage Stand works on any roll. It doesn't matter if it's an activation or not, right?
Yeah.
As long as it hasn't been exhausted yet.
3 for 1.
All right. Seems pretty good.
Which is not quite
Let's just
enough to-
roll out Yoda so we can get some focus.
Yeah.
Definitely a thing.
And I've rolled a special on Yoda every turn, which is an amazing thing when that happens.
You have a few cards for that.
I think that's game.
And then
I can only remove 1 of your dice.
but usually
I only have pinned down.
And I got the force speed.
We have focus on Yoda, focus on the cunning. You have force speed.
I can get to 2, which is
You
3.
can get to 2 on a
Yep.
number of dice, so that's game.
Yeah, interesting to see
Completely
this.
annihilated. We have
Yeah,
to, I do want to rematch. We
Definitely.
don't have to get it on camera if you don't want to, but if you want to like fast forward through a couple of these and
yeah.
string them together.
I know
I'd be
Steven
down.
wants to try to test out his mill deck too, so
Sure.
we'll probably get a game of that in and then come back to this later or something.
Yeah. No, it's interesting. I honestly believed from the start, it was, never, we survived the mill apocalypse, we survived, Kylo. I always thought it would be better to let players go after decks,
Right.
test new things. This is obviously a Snoke killer. I firmly believe.
And it's a
So-
good example. If they had rotted it sooner, you wouldn't see somebody come up with a counter, which is cool. Like you want to let players
I was
come
saying
up with.
I was saying it
creative
before. I don't think it was
things.
on. I don't think it was on camera. I'm a firm believer for a game like this that I would prefer an environment where players and counter decks solve metas and not erratas.
Yeah.
I'm not.
But on the other
I'm not
s-
like emotionally attached to
No,
Snoke Thrawn.
you're not.
I did win our local tournament here with Snoke Thrawn, so I like the deck.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's an auto win deck. I think there's a lot that still goes into it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
I agree. It
And-
takes a good player to also to know that deck definitely takes some knowing what
It takes
to
some
call
know-how.
and
It takes
stuff
some,
like that.
and I think that's what what made it so popular was it was a deck where you would take your knowledge of the game and knowledge of the other decks in the meta, and you could push it harder.
Yeah.
Because Thrawn.
That's
would
why
let
really
you-
competitive players loved playing it.
That's
so
why
that's
I
why they were
think-
really
yeah.
good. You'd have 8 players make it
I
to the
do
top.
think I either played this really badly or I just didn't
I
get
think
what I wanted early to start my ramp up. But the abundance of removal, heavy counter. The abundance of multi-dice removal, heavy
Yeah.
counter. resource stealing, resource
So
blocking.
much removal in this deck.
There's a lot.
It's designed like hyperspace jump.
Yeah,
it's designed to get out of the vehicle.
But I don't think that it's.
You know.
Like there was some concern.
It may not work against a
when
Vader,
the counter comes
you
up.
know?
When the counter comes up, like, is it only going to be good against this? I don't think this is only good against Snoke Thrawn.
I think this version of it is
a potent deck.
it needs to be teched a little bit against Vader. If you're
Sure.
like, if I was going to play this and Thrawn Snoke's gone,
Yeah.
I would probably change a couple things.
Sure. Get some more rerolls or something. Take out a couple upgrades.
I mean, I don't know. It's a fairly nicely tuned deck.
It does a lot of damage.
Yeah,
so.
and it's got a significant amount of mitigations.
I think it's a great deck. I'm pleased that it was given a chance before the errata.
And thanks for sharing it, FlaccidBaron, instead of keeping it close to your
we'll see.
chest,
So,
you know, so we could try it out.
We'll see. I want to play some more Snoke Thrawn tonight, but I want to vary up my play.
Let's do it.
But yeah, man, good game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video.
Yep.
And
let us know what you think in the comments. Do you think Thrawn Snoke with Bitter Rivalry can still swing in there?
we'll see.
Yeah. All right, you guys.
Later.
Bye.